Okay, example number 3, Jenna plants alfalfa and wheat on 160 acres on her farm. Okay, if the ratio of acres of alfalfa to acres of wheat is 3 to 5, so let me ask you this. Which number or which crop does the 3 go with? Does it go with the wheat or the alfalfa? The alfalfa. Okay, alfalfa is mentioned first, the 3 is mentioned first. Okay, so the wheat goes with 5. Now, if the ratio is 3 to 5, also known as 3 over 5, right? How many acres of each crop are planted? The problem is they've reduced the ratio. Okay? They found a number that goes into both of them and reduced it to 3 over 5. I don't know what that number is, but I do know it's the same for each of them. So I'm going to say 3x, right? The number of alfalfa acres times x, plus the wheat acres times x, right? I want them to go back to what they were before I reduced it. When I add the number of alfalfa acres and wheat acres together, how many acres do I have, Jordan? Well, no, I don't want to combine them yet. I get what? I have a total of 160 acres. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Jordan's already told me I can combine the 3x and the 5x and get 8x is equal to 160. And when I divide by 8, x is equal to 20. But what does x stand for? What was it?
Number of acres of alfalfa.
It stands for the number that, the bigger number that you...
Nope.
60.
For both.
It stands for the number that went into both of the acres, right? We reduced it. 20 went into both of them, so we divided them both by 20 to get 3 over 5. Okay, well, let's multiply them back by 20, right? So the alfalfa acres is going to be 3 times 20. Alfalfa, is that spelled right? Yes, I don't spell alfalfa often. Okay, 3 times 20 is 60 acres, right? And then the wheat acres is going to be 5 times 20. That gives me 100. When I add those two together, do they give me the 160 acres?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Does that make sense? So early on we said, okay, we've got 60 acres of alfalfa, we've got 100 acres of wheat. When we reduce that, that reduces down to 3 over 5. And that's what they gave us at the beginning. What we had to do was find out, well, what was it before they reduced it? We divided them both by the same number, right? Because it went into both of them. So if we multiply them both by the same number, it'll go back to it. Okay? Does that make sense? You're going to have something like that for homework tonight. You need to be able to set them up. Take the ratio and multiply them by x. Okay? That's going to give us that original number. All right, good. Let's look at the last one.